Proverbs chapter 4 is a very meaningful proverb, and it really could be entitled A Father's Advice or Counsel in Wisdom. And it really has a very fatherly feel, where the author of this proverb is basically just pouring the heart out to his sons, and again it could be children, in regards to gain wisdom and treat wisdom like you would a best friend. I mean, go after this, cultivate it, cherish it, nurture wisdom in your life. And the interesting thing that really has stood out to me in this chapter is really towards the end, where the author again says in verse 20, "My son, be attentive to my words. Listen, please." You get this earnest pleading. "Incline your ear to my saying." And really that is strain yourself to hear. Listen to what I'm saying, because there is great value and importance in my words. And he says, "Let them not escape from your sight. Keep them within your heart." And again, an earnest plea here for the reader to be listening to these words and applying the wisdom that he has been talking about in Proverbs chapter 4 into the life of the reader. "For they are life to those who find them, and healing to all their flesh." And then verse 23, "Keep your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life." And there is this dramatic plea to guard and watch over your heart and what enters into your heart. He said, "Put away from you crooked speech, and put a devious talk far from you." The word crooked is really means perverted. It means crooked, perverted, just the idea of something that is obviously not straight and that is not good. And he says, keep that away from you. Keep it out of your speech. Don't let your communication that comes out of your mouth be crooked or be perverted or to go in paths that it does not belong. We apply that as Christians in the sense of nothing that should come out of our mouth that is not wholesome. I think as Ephesians 4:29 says, "Let no unwholesome word proceed from your mouth, but only such a word that is good for edification, according to the need of the moment, that it might give grace to those who hear." Guard your lips. Guard what comes out. And that's really the next word, where he says, and put devious talk. The word could be applied to lips. Watch over what is on the guard of your mouth, the lips, and don't let that perversion come out. Very similar, a lying, deception come out of your mouth, because it only reveals a worthless heart, a worthless man. If you know someone who is a crooked speaker, if you will, is perverted in what comes out of their mouth, or is habitual, deceitful, and a liar, then really what it is indicating is a worthless person, is what the Proverbs say. And that's a person you do not want to be fellowshipping with, because it is a person who can't be trusted. He goes on and he says, "Let your eyes look directly forward and your gaze be straight in front of you. Ponder, think, dwell upon the path of your feet." In other words, make them level. Think is what he is saying. Listen to what I've been saying you. Guard wisdom. Apply it to your life, and stay away from those avenues or those pathways that are going to cause you to do other than that. And it says, "Then all your ways will be secure. Do not swerve to the right or to the left. Turn your foot away from evil." In fact, actually it's back up in verse 15, the author says, avoid it. That means leave it alone. Let it go. Don't even enter into the path. And that is a very strong warning. Avoid it. Do whatever needs to be done to avoid sin from entering into your heart. And oftentimes it's at the eye gate. Oftentimes it is what we associate with, what we think we can handle, what we allow ourselves to watch on TV, what we allow ourselves to look at on the internet, what even we allow ourselves to listen to on the radio. All these things can enter into our subconscious and cause us to err in how we think and how irritated we get. Therefore we pop off with our lips and we find ourselves irritable. Whatever the situation is, we are to avoid it. Avoid it. Do not go on it. Turn away from it and pass on. Don't go down the path of a lack of wisdom, which is the giving in to our emotion, which is the giving in to the pleasures that this world offers, and avoid that path. Guard the heart. Watch over your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life. Guard the heart, and then the mouth will follow.